WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Initializing Johnny's house protocol. Positive vibes loading. Entertainment news loading. Random information loading. Sarcastic comments loading. Activating Hall of Fame protocol. Orlando's #1 morning show activated.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wake up, get out of bed. I make sure the radio's the first thing I turn on when I'm in my car. Dude, it's a cool show. It gives me an actual reason to listen to the radio. Y'all ready? Hold on,
Orlando's #1 hit music station.
This is Johnny's House
On XL 106.7.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 6:01. Orlando's #1 hit music station. It's XL 106.7. This is Johnny's House. It is Monday morning. It's going to be partly cloudy, close to 80. 79s are high. It is 68 and foggy right now.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so the big game is this weekend, and they're saying how much people are going to be getting paid if they win the Super Bowl. So, for instance, what they're saying is that the Philadelphia Eagles running back, Saquon Barkley, yeah,
Yes.
$500,000 from his team if he leads them to the victory.
That's a bonus he got in his contract.
Yes, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already earned $1 million in incentives this season, including $250,000 for winning the NFC Championship.
Yep.
Eagles quarterback will earn $500,000 per year salary bump if Philly wins.
Yep.
Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback for Kansas City, if he wins, he's going to get $1.5 million salary bump if the Chiefs win the three-peat.
What team was it? Their running back or somebody was about 6 or 7 yards from reaching their bonus, and they pulled him out.
Oh no!
Well, Saquon Barkley was about to break the record.
Yeah.
And they
Well, I
pulled
knew
him
that
out.
one, but this was a team that wasn't going to the playoffs.
Oh, they do that all the time.
And he had like 6 more yards to get.
That's why I love Baker Mayfield down in Tampa. He's a real one.
Yeah.
Mike Evans needed a couple yards to get a record and a salary bump.
That's right.
My man said,
I got you.
You getting it.
All the members on the winning team are going to get $171,000, which is up from last year, and all the players on the losing team get $96,000.
I just think it should be more money.
Yeah.
This game, the NFL is making maybe $1 billion from all the revenue from this. And you got $150,000 is a lot.
$171,000.
That's a lot added on to your salary, but I'm just thinking for the Super Bowl.
Even the losing team gets $96,000.
I just think, I don't know.
There's tons of players that are going to get paid because there's like 75 people
on each team
on the roster. So that's a lot of money. But like that's from the NFL. Like your team's still paying you to be there.
That's just a salary bump or bonus.
And as the Super Bowl champion, you can cash it on the rest of your life on that.
That's true, but damn.
So true. Also, some updating Diddy news. It's actually developing right now. He was in the hospital over the weekend. So I guess he's having some knee problems. So they sent him to go get some scans. He was getting an MRI because his knee was bothering him. So that's what's going on with Diddy.
He saw what they were doing with Harvey Weinstein. He said,
I know.
Take him to the hospital. I feel good.
Wow, jail just really is beating you up, isn't it?
Can you imagine in the past, if you went to the hospital, they closed off the whole floor. They had every doctor in the world looking at him. Now they took him to a room. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What?
So
What's wrong with you?
He was admitted to the New York hospital and for just experiencing the knee pain. But if you saw that he was in the hospital, that is why it was his knee problems.
I think he went so he can watch the Grammys.
Oh, shoot, maybe. Yeah, I saw people posting that the Grammys after parties obviously are going to be a little bit different this year. We'll definitely talk about the Grammys coming up too.
All right, we come back. Let's give you updates on what's been going on the last couple of days in our lives. We'll do it next on Johnny's House.
A little foggy out there on the Central Florida roads this morning. Be extra careful. It could happen at any time. If it does, you know who to call. Interact. Need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just Google attorney Dan Newland. Billions and billions of dollars recovered for accident victims right here in Central Florida. Check him out online at newlandlaw.com. Get a free case review. You can chat with an actual attorney. He's got a team of over 100 expert accident attorneys standing by ready to fight for you. You can meet the team there. While you're there, check out real stories from real clients, real cases with real results. Interact. Need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland.
Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, they sang last night at the Grammys, and they were honoring those affected by the fire. Ray's going to talk about that in celebrity news coming up this morning. It is 6:18, partly cloudy, 79 is our high, 68 right now. Yesterday, I had to get out of town. I talked to my mom on Thursday, and she ain't sound right. So I had to get a ticket and go to Charlotte and check on my mom. So I flew home, and before I got home, it was kind of late. I stopped by Publix, got some flowers.
Oh, nice.
I did something really cheesy. My sister's messing with me about it. I was at the airport, and they had a BOGO on Orlando sweatshirts. Just had Orlando on the front.
Oh, nice.
She liked that. So I bought her one, and we had matching Orlando
Oh
shirts.
my God, that is so cute.
And we wore it yesterday. My sister's like, I bet you won't go to the mall that way. I said, I bet I will.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, you need to get a picture.
No, that's my mom. So I just hung out with her, and she felt a whole lot better when I left. So the trip was definitely well worth it.
Good.
Ray, how about you?
It was good. Friday, I had to leave a little bit early just because my daughter was sick, so I had to go and be a mom for a little bit. But
I
then
would have beat you on the list anyway,
I saw.
here or not.
I saw that. So congratulations on your 0 points.
Hey, but the person that played for you did a great job.
They
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
yeah.
he's looking out
If
for
I
you.
hadn't picked what I wanted, you would have won that.
Yeah,
thing.
you would have.
That's great. So, but I went over to the Seven Seas Food Festival, tried that out over at SeaWorld. They do an incredible job
yeah.
with the
Yes.
food over there.
Oh, yeah.
Then Saturday, we did our 20-mile hike.
Nice.
Yeah. So it took us 6.5 hours.
Oh, Lord.
What's at the end of the hike? Like, what's the motivation?
There's a medal. There's a certificate saying that you accomplished it.
Do you go halfway and turn around and go back, or you go 6 miles and somebody's waiting to bring you back?
It's like a route in the.
Oh, it's a circle?
It's like a trail, yeah. And so it's like a big circle, but there's like a stop at like 6 miles, 9 miles. So they have like little breaks with like bananas and.
Do you pack your own lunches though?
You can, yeah. There's a lot of people that had like subs with them, but like on those little stops, they have like bananas and peanut butter and jelly for you just in case.
Can you have as many as you want?
As many as you want.
Because I'm thinking about Norris, because she probably grabbed about 5 or 6 sandwiches.
As many as you want.
Loads up a backpack and brings it back.
Come on now.
Yes.
I probably would have.
And then people behind her ain't getting no food. They over here falling out on the trail hungry.
Oh, yeah, this is to share.
They're looking at this. Really? Wow.
Wait, what if like you want to like cut it early, but you're like deep in 10 miles?
So there's paramedics that you can call, or like there's people that you can. There's like a shuttle that'll come and get you if you can't make it.
I mentioned it before. I never trained. I did a bike. I think it was like 25 miles. Didn't train.
Uh-huh.
Just got on the bike. But they had this car that would run around, and I waited. Like if I was doing with y'all, I'm like, y'all go ahead, man. My leg hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon as y'all got out of sight, come get me.
Yeah.
And load the bike.
Get me.
You
Load
have
the bike
to-
up and take you back.
Yes, sir.
You have to make it to one of like the milestones though to take that shuttle back. So like no
Okay.
matter where you are, even if you're in the middle of like certain sections, like you have to
Really?
make it to that one destination to get. Yeah.
Wow.
I guess that makes sense.
So
It was good.
anything sore?
I have blisters on my toes, and my one nail is probably gonna pop off. But
Nice.
yeah.
Wow.
Other than that, my shins hurt because it was soft sand that you had to
Yeah.
walk through.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive, Ray.
Thanks.
How
I ain't
long?
gonna
How
lie.
long?
6.5 hours.
6.5 hours. Dang. B, how about you, bro?
Nothing. Just hung out on Friday night, and then on Saturday, I spent 6.5 hours drinking at the Villages.
Yeah, I
go.
saw that.
Brian told me about it. Like, say what?
Hey, I haven't been in a long time. The
Yeah.
Villages is legit, and it's huge now.
Yeah.
There's so many different villages. They all have their own little town center, and they all have like live music and entertainment. There was a big festival going on. Now everything was closing down until Johnny 10 o'clock. Boy, you better be inside.
Heck, that's my type of
I heard-
party.
I heard it was 8. It moved up to 10.
Well, they had live music at the square, so
Yeah.
the band ended, I believe, at like 9:30, and
Yeah.
by 10 o'clock when we walked back, they had everything packed up.
Gone.
All the lights were. I mean, it was like a ghost town. We went back at 10, but there's some cool little spots in the Villages.
I'm
Like, I
surprised
was
you
like,
didn't
all right.
purchase your retirement home.
No, because
I asked him about that.
now we're kicking it around though. I mean, I don't qualify for the Villages quite yet, but we always were talking about getting land, but now we're like, I don't know, because there's a lot of events that go on in the Villages. I'm like, man, this is pretty cool. Everyone's riding around in their little golf carts.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Probably have a golf cart and people saying, you got a loofah on your
yeah.
license?
No, there wasn't nothing like that. So that's what's so funny. Everyone we talked to were like, that's so overblown. There is small sects of that, and you'll see it if you're looking for it. But we didn't see one in the town square.
Wait, I'm confused. How did you party there if you're not 55 plus?
It's
You're
not.
gonna eat.
There's no
You
gate
can't. You can't own. You can't live
around it. You just can't buy a house there until
But you
you're.
can party there.
You can do whatever you want there. They need you to come there because
Yeah.
it's all retail stuff. Like they need outside people to come in and spend some money.
For sure. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you could live. I can't live there. I could just
Yeah.
hang out there.
Man.
So, but it was fun. It was a good time. I was like, all right. We just want to do something different. The weather was nice.
I'm looking at an article from 2022. It says, "Why is the village known as the STD capital of America?"
Oh, it
my
is.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, but there's I mean, clearly it's like everything else. You,
Oh, yeah, of
you want
course.
it, you'll find it.
Oh,
But
for sure. Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
it wasn't like.
But it's an active community. So if you go there, it's not like you're gonna shrivel up and die because you're 55 years old.
Right,
You
yeah.
run your life like you want to run your life.
But we saw, and I'm not exaggerating. I would say probably 1,000 golf carts.
Good Lord.
And not one of over the course of the 6 hours,
Yeah,
you know, going around places, and not one of them had a loofah on it. So I did see a lady with a pineapple shirt, and I thought to myself,
Ooh.
Maybe it's a new thing. They go,
maybe I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh.
They gotta change it up every
you
season.
gotta, yeah, because everybody knows about it. You know,
But
you gotta
everyone
change it up.
I saw was coupled up, so maybe
Yeah.
they don't. Maybe the loofah people don't come to the main stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe.
I think that's cool, man. You in bed by 10 o'clock?
Dude,
You
they love to
partied all
dance. I'll
day?
tell you that right
They
now.
dance?
Boy, they were cutting it up.
Let's go.
Maurice, how was yours?
Very eventful.
Mhm.
Friday, I drove straight to South Florida to work on my private clients massaging, which was nice.
Mhm.
Stayed with my boo thing.
You can't even say boyfriend.
Well,
you
because
can't
he
say
hasn't
it.
asked me out yet.
He hasn't asked you to be his girl. Listen, there's a time though. I mean, when you get a little older, you kind of morph into the relationship.
Uh-huh.
You don't really sit down and say, "Hey, will you be my girlfriend or be my boyfriend?"
You just have to ask if you're exclusive.
Well, of
Yeah.
course we are. Yeah, for sure. It's there.
then,
We've
then,
gotten to
then
that
say
point.
that. Say my boyfriend.
Okay, my man. How about no?
There you go.
Because he needs to give me the title.
Oh my goodness, girl.
And this is why you don't have one.
and I think I just
Because
told
you think you're 12.
I like dates.
Listen, I told you it was just you and I talking. Don't get in the way of yourself. You're getting in the way of yourself. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let this ride out, but no,
Go
it's
ahead.
good. It's good. So I kicked it with him for a second. And then Saturday morning, I went from South Florida all the way straight to Gainesville for family time, which was great. It was my niece's birthday.
Mhm.
Super cute. Learned a lot at the zoo. Best place to throw a birthday party at the zoo.
Yeah.
I figured that out quick.
Mhm.
And then hung out with the family. And then Sunday morning, went back to Orlando for the Valkyries game. And we won. It was such a great game. We won all 3 matches
Yeah.
and took that
Now,
W.
how many miles you put on your car this weekend? About 1,000?
It sounds about right.
Good. Girl, just make sure your car is always serviced.
Always. I take care of her. She
Yeah.
takes care of me.
You got to do that,
For
man. 'cause
sure.
You hit the road a lot.
Yes, I do.
All right, we come back. I got to tell you about this amazing flight that I took back from Charlotte. We'll talk about that when we get back on Johnny's house. Serena Carpenter and Feather. It is 6:37. How did she do last night? It's Johnny's house. It's going to be partly cloudy, 79. 80 is our high. It is 68 last night. I know she was up there. We'll do our picks later on this morning. I don't think I did that well.
I'm sure I didn't.
A couple of I don't. Over the weekend, I flew to Charlotte because I talked to my mom, and in my opinion, she didn't sound right. So I had to go home and check on her. And, last minute, you got to fly discount airlines. Now, y'all know I don't care about flying discount airlines. When it's just me, I don't care. All I want to do is get there and get back. And I tell y'all 99% of the time, if you see me sitting in a chair on a discount airline, don't yell out, Johnny Magic, what are you doing here? The same thing you're doing, trying to get where I'm going and get back very cheap. So things don't bother me when I do that. Getting to Charlotte, they said the pilot, we were supposed to leave at 1. They said the pilot got sick. They had to call another one in. We got there at 3. Yes, yesterday, and again, I just sat there and said, you know what? This is what happens when you travel. Yesterday, now, if you ever fly into Orlando from wherever you're going, it's full of kids because their family's taking them to Disney, and they're so excited. And this airline, there was kids everywhere, and I was sitting across from some kids, and they were so excited. But they were at the age that they wanted to get off the plane and go to Disney. And the parents like, well, we got to go check into the hotel. And what time can we go to Disney? Well, we're not going till tomorrow. And that was great. So then we get on the plane, and it was like some type of alarm went off. At one time, there were 6 kids crying at the same time. I mean, and there was one that was a baby who I think maybe was teething or something, because this one did not. I mean, it was nonstop. But once I flew, I think I mentioned on the air, I flew back on a discount airline, and there was a lady saying, listen, I want to apologize to you in advance. This is my baby. This is our first time flying. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. And I was like, hey, it's okay. She goes, no, I just want to let you know. She may cry. I don't know. But the baby was quiet. So I say, I understand what they're going through. So this mother, out of the 5 babies that was crying, there was only 2 that kept going for at least 30 minutes. Oof. But for me, it's not. It's like, what can you do?
I know.
There's nothing you can do, because the parent is back there trying. They're doing everything that they can, but the baby won't stop crying. And this one, man, I mean, I thought this baby was. I mean, it was. I'm like, oh, is it?
I needed to catch his breath.
And I said, wow, stuff like that doesn't bother me. Because my mind, as soon as I get on the plane and they start doing I fall asleep. So it doesn't bother me. But you hear people, looking back, and I mean, what can you do? And I told I talked to my family yesterday. I said, how was the flight? I said, it was cool. I said, I don't know what it was, but there was some babies crying. My sister's like, who do you, I'm like, you don't complain on flights like this. Who do you complain to? Well, I mean, you hit the button. What are they going to do?
Nothing.
You just yell it out real like, shut that damn baby up.
I thought I was going to hit, because I swear it was 30 minutes. I said to myself, if the baby doesn't stop by the time we take off, it's on. Because with the air compression is going to mess with her. And it was, but there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. And I'm sure the family and Ray, traveling with kids, and Brian traveling with a young one, you try everything you can.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, somebody, what you need to do is under the table, go ahead and buy you one of the little bottles. Step that pacifier.
Yeah. A little Southern Comfort.
I'm not saying do that, and you will get arrested. If somebody saw you doing that, you're going.
Rub it on the gums.
You understand? Growing up in the South, you did stuff like that.
I know. My grandma used to do it all the time.
Ray, how do you handle it when your kids they're crying like that? There's nothing you can do.
I mean, I kind of just apologize to everybody that's around me. And then
I pretend I was invisible.
Yeah. I mean, I just say sorry, like I'm doing the best I can. And that's
all you can do.
Like you said, there's nothing you can do. No matter how much you yell at me, it's not going to stop them from crying. If they're in pain or if they're tired, hungry.
Yeah. If you don't have sympathy for a mom who's handling kids on a plane that are crying, like there's something wrong with you.
I've seen, and I realize why they do it now. If there's a family of 4, the dad will let the mom and the 3 kids sit somewhere.
Let me find that dad.
For sure.
Yeah.
I was sitting next once, and the lady was like, her husband was in the row that I was in. Now the row was the same row, but different. And she looked over him. Are you gonna do something? And he's like, well, what do you want me to do? The baby's crying. You hear the baby crying, and I'm like, man, I'm saying to myself, you better go do something.
I'd be like, man, who's that lady that brought them loud ass kids on the plane? Gosh, can't go anywhere.
I want to hear about the worst flight that you've ever been on? Ray, you call your worst flight?
I just remember when I was younger, when we were landing, I threw up, and I threw up on this guy's laptop, and it was just awful.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awful. We had terrible turbulence the whole entire time, and my mom was just like traumatized from me like throwing up on that person, and yeah.
Wow, I've never heard this story.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the worst flight I've ever been on.
How old were you?
Yeah.
I want to say I was like 9.
What did he do?
He was like, thank God, he was very like, okay. He was like, I understand, I get it, like, because everybody was feeling like crap because of the turbulence.
But nowadays, everybody's wound so tight.
Yeah, no, he was actually very nice about it.
B, how are you? Worst flight?
Well, we couldn't afford to fly when Jaden was young, so he didn't go on his first plane until he's like 12.
Really?
At that point, yeah, you gotta.
I remember the first time my ear stopped up. I'm like, is it gonna be permanent damage?
Yeah.
So I didn't have to deal with that.
Because I was in my 20s when I made my first flight.
Yeah, same. I didn't get on the plane until I was 21 for the first time ever. We did have a flight where this guy kept sticking his bare feet under our seats.
Oh,
like
you can see him?
You could see his legs were long. You could see his toes.
I would step on him
underneath the seat. It was so bad.
Yeah, I would step on his
so
toes.
bad. I'm like, dude. First of all, put your shoes on.
That
but
would just
second
bother
of all,
me.
it bothered the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I hate feet. Anyway, I hate feet. And I could just see his toe, and then I couldn't not see it. And I knew it was there the whole time. It's so bad.
If I was that guy and I knew you bothered you, I'd start wiggling my toes.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It was bad. I knew they were there. I wanted to like stomp back, but technically under your seat is their stuff.
Yeah, because they can put their stuff
because
under
you
there.
put your stuff under the seat in front of you.
The reason I want to hear yours when we come back here in a second. All right. I want to hear the worst flight you've ever been on. Was it turbulence? Was it somebody wiggling their toes?
So gross.
407 919 1067 877 919 1067. XL Mobile 41067. Live stream social media. Want to hear from you. And the prize today is one of those exclusive Johnny's House hoodies for Merch Monday. We're going to start off the show giving one of those away. But you got to tell us your worst flight ever. 407 919 1067 877 919 1067. Hit us back on Johnny's House. Headlining the Bonnaroo's Music Festival this year, that's Hozier and Too Sweet. 653 Johnny's House, partly cloudy and a high of 79, 68 right now. Talking about the worst flight you ever been on. Going to hook somebody up. It is Merch Monday with those official Johnny's House hoodie. Nerese, what was your worst flight?
Oof, this was a few years ago when I was flying out to Utah to go snowboarding. I don't know what it was, but I just had severe panic attacks. Like I would try to go to sleep. Like that's my thing. Take a beer before I get on the plane, go to sleep, girl. But for some reason, like every time I was like waking up, I had like a really random panic attack. And I was like, calm down.
What were you sitting, inside, middle, or aisle?
Window, which is what I prefer to actually, really. But I don't know what it was. My sister, she's put this fear of flying on planes in my head like all these years. I was never afraid of it until she just.
Oh, this weekend I put it out of my head. I just hey, if my plane go down, the good Lord just intended me to leave.
Oh, no.
Seriously.
I mean, hey, what else can you do?
No, for real.
I was like, well, I told everybody that I know I love them. So if I don't make it out of this one, you know.
There's so many like stories popping up every single
know.
day
It's
of flights
insane.
and planes.
I
And,
know. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see here. So let's hear it from you from Orlando. Isaiah? Isaiah, good morning. Hey, Isaiah, how are you?
I'm pretty good, sir. How you doing?
I am well, man. Worst flight?
Okay, so I had about 2.5-hour flight, and they sat me right next to the bathroom. I don't know if the installation was bad, but man, I smelled feces for about almost 3 hours.
Oh my goodness! And I'm assuming it was a full flight.
Yeah. Oh, jam packed. I'm on the outside row, so I'm smelling everything.
I'll be like,
Plus, when people have to go, they have to wait next to you for the person to come out.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Really? Wow.
Man, it's serenade in there. Ain't no AC, ain't no window.
Oh,
so true.
oh my goodness. All right, you hold on a second. From Orlando, Marie, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Marie, worst flight.
Worst flight. I was with my husband at the time and my infant daughter, and we're headed to Colorado. And how my daughter dealt with the flight is she kept attacking me by accident with her head. She's body slammed me with her head multiple times on my forehead and on my chest.
Oh, and what did you do? Just sit there for how long a flight was that?
About an hour.
Oh, and you just sat there and just got headbutted.
Yeah, I just took it because I didn't know what to do. She didn't have her own seat. She's a baby.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you can try to get that extra ticket. From Ocala, Natalie, good morning.
Good morning. First time caller.
Hey, first time caller. We got to figure out we got a first time caller number for you. So whenever you call back, what's our number there, Nerese? Hold on a second. There you go.
5034.
You got that?
5034.
All right. Welcome to Johnny's House. What's your story?
This was actually in February of 2020. My grandmother had just passed away. And I swear to you, it was like a symphony of coughs and sneezes everywhere. And I was just recovering from being sick myself. And it was like the worst experience ever because I'm trying to avoid everybody. I had my sanitizer and everything like that, just trying to make sure I didn't get sick. And this was just when obviously COVID was going on, starting. So that was thing I probably could have experienced.
I can imagine that. Ray, what they say?
Somebody said the worst flight that they had ever experienced. There was a child that was sitting next to them or behind them, and they just kept kicking the seat over and over and over again.
Oh.
And no matter how many times they looked back to give them a mean look, they kept doing it.
Oh, that is the worst. Brian.
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said, as a single mom traveling with a 3-year-old that needed to pee as we were taking off, the kid was hysterical. So the pilot actually stopped on the runway so they could go to the bathroom. But then the kid was too embarrassed and nervous to go.
Oh.
Are you serious? Wow.
They got pee shy.
All right. Well, that individual gets an official XL Johnny's House hoodie on Merch Monday. Ray, what you working on?
We have a little bit of good news for Wendy Williams.
On the way on Johnny's House.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067. Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so I was telling you, I think it was last week, Wendy Williams is trying to get to Miami to see her father for his 94th birthday. Well, it looks like a judge is going to allow her to fly to Miami for his birthday. Yeah, so the judge has authorized private security to go with Wendy from New York City to Miami, where her dad's going to be celebrating with the family. Wendy's going to be there for 2 days and then fly back to New York, where she is confined in a studio apartment at an assisted living facility.
Wow.
There is a new Tubi documentary. You know how TMZ does these like investigates and all that stuff. They are not, I'm not going to lie, they are really good. Some of these documentaries are pretty good, but there's a Tubi documentary called Saving Wendy. And in it, there's just serious questions that we've been talking about. Does she need the guardianship? How come she's living in this luxury prison, basically?
I'm just assuming there's a lot we don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no internet access, virtually no visitors, nothing. So what you see in this video, though, is TMZ basically talking to her through a window. She's upstairs in her studio apartment, and she's like talking on the phone, but like tapping on the window. Like she looks like she's locked in there.
Yeah, but if you look at Britney Spears, once the world got a hold of what was going on and a judge got to see it, then they would say you're on your own.
The whole Free Britney movement happened.
But see, now judges and all eyes on Wendy, and they're still saying keep her there.
Yeah.
So something is.
I don't know. There's
Something that we
a
don't
lot
know.
of stuff, but the documentary Saving Wendy drops on Wednesday at February 12th. So next week on Tubi, if you want to check it out.
Anybody seen that one about Diddy? I was going to watch it this weekend.
I didn't. I saw it pop up, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's popped up. If you watch, I think it was on Prime.
I
didn't
think I
watch
watched
it either.
the one on TMZ. I didn't watch the Prime one yet.
There's another one.
I want to wait till it's all done.
Yeah.
I need the full 50 Cent
I know.
treatment to it.
Yeah.
That's so true. So Justin Baldoni, this is another thing that's been out there for a while. Him and Blake Lively kind of just going back and forth with each other with these lawsuits. But now Justin he published a website. There is a new website that is dedicated to the Blake case. And so on this website, he's defending himself against Blake's allegations of sexual harassment. And there's actually 2 links on the website where you can go and see the complaint that was filed by Justin Baldoni. And then the other website actually shows a timeline of relevant events in the case. So like evidence that he has that he's like publishing.
Really?
Yeah. So he is just going in.
Now, I read somewhere, because you're in the airport, you get a lot of reading to do.
Yes.
That at the end of Deadpool, there were some jokes that were told, and they were supposed to be about him.
Yeah.
And he's suing $600 million for that.
And that's what he was accusing, that they made up this character in the end of Deadpool that was mocking him.
Okay.
And so that's why he's going after Ryan Reynolds as well. So, So right now, Justin is like so transparent with the evidence that he has and everything that he has like against Blake and Ryan Reynolds. So those websites are out there if you want to check them out.
This man's like, they're trying to kill my career. I ain't going out without a fight.
And that's what he's saying. He's like, I want to get all the facts out there for people to see and form their own opinions, and they'll have to go through it themselves.
How'd the movie do? Just okay?
I think it did pretty well. I mean, the book is was such a good book.
But
it's like a #1 bestseller. But I'm pretty sure the movie did pretty well. But yeah, so if you want to see the unedited shots and all that stuff and everything that Justin Baldoni has, it's out there. We're going to talk about the Grammys next hour, but I'm going to bring up the fact that over the weekend, Kanye West, or Ye West, whatever you want to call him, he is kind of just going off. So he was on X where he was talking about how he doesn't want to go to the movies with Kamala Harris. And I don't know, he was just going in. It was just like this weird stuff. Then he apologized to her kids and showed up at the Grammys last night with his wife, who was basically naked.
She was butt naked.
Yeah. So, and then he unfollowed every single person on Instagram besides Taylor Swift leading up to the Grammys. Yeah. And so usually, the Grammys is where he interrupted Taylor Swift and all that stuff. So I don't know. It's just all over the place. But some people are saying that he is off of his medication again. And so that could be the situation that's going on right now. But
every time he acts wild, they say that.
Yeah, I know. I think that's just like the go-to for people.
Do you think, for him to have is that his wife or his girlfriend?
It's his wife.
His wife dressed like that. He wanted some type of impact. to take the focus away from the Grammys to him. Do you think it worked?
Well, I mean, she dresses like that no matter where she goes, I feel
No, but at least
like.
she had a little bit of clothes.
She walks around Japan naked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? I haven't seen that.
Everything she wears is see-through.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, literally everything.
But
It's
like
crazy.
last night, she had a furry jacket on, and then when they went to go take pictures is when she took it off.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yep.
She was walking around Japan last week, pretty much everything see-through, and he had like layers and layers of bulky clothes, and she had like literally nothing on.
Yeah,
I understand.
Tell your woman, hey, what you want me to wear today? Nothing. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
She dialed in.
I mean, it's got to be cheap.
Oh,
It's got to be very inexpensive. So.
Yeah, I saw that. When I saw it, I saw with 2 bars over her part.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's an odd looking dress.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dude, they show up the coffee shops like that. It's so weird. Like the photos are just wild.
I'm like, that's a weird looking dress, but hey, what do I know about fashion?
Yeah, so we'll go over the Grammys next break.
All right, what is trending with the Reese's on the way right here on Johnny's House? Gracie Abrams, so true. This is Johnny's House, 7:08. It is Monday, and it's going to be nice and warm. It's going to be beautiful all week long, man. Partly cloudy. It's close to 80 is our high today. Where is it still 68 out there?
Yes.
68 right now. All right, Nerese, what is trending?
All right, we don't go too deep into politics, but just a heads up, we might be seeing an increase in consumer costs in our global market. This past weekend, President Donald Trump imposed a 25% tariff on imported goods from Canada and from Mexico and a 10% tariff increase in China. So these countries are responding back by also implementing tariff increases on U.S. So as I mentioned, we might see some prices increase on some goods.
I got to do something today that I'm not looking forward to.
I'm going to buy some eggs.
Yep, I look at the fridge. We got 5 left.
Yo, I boiled 2 this morning. I was like,
I got 5 left. So
I'm going to go stock up on syrup and Corona just to be safe.
Oh, and don't forget, avocados are going to go up.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I don't care about avocados. Hey, that's somebody else's problem.
Right.
That ain't mine.
That's the basic white girl problem.
My problem is them eggs.
Yeah.
Yo, it's funny enough that this morning we were talking about the villages. How would you say, Johnny, #1 in STDs?
STDs, yeah.
Oh, it's been that for years.
But they've come out and said because of the age they don't use protection because they can't get pregnant.
Wild.
Yeah, they can't get pregnant.
They're wild.
Yeah.
Well, the Villages, our friendly 55+ active community, has also won the #1 spot in home sales nationwide 2024.
I told you, boy, they are building like you wouldn't believe over there.
Real, yes.
Yeah.
According to real estate rankings, this now marks the second year in a row for them to hold that title based off of master plan communities with 3,208 homes sold last year, which is 6% higher than last year. So good for them. This is really funny. Barbie has introduced a special edition dolls to celebrate the big game. For the first time, Mattel has partnered with NFL and the NFL Players Association to bring you Barbies dressed in the Eagles and Kansas City fan fits, like foam fingers and sweaters with the team logos. And listen to this. The dolls are made to order collectors, and only orders for the winning team will be fulfilled, while the opposing team orders are just going to be refunded. So if you want to get yours, you can pre-order it right now at creations.mattel.com.
I love the fact that they never tell you that they have all these pre-made hats with each team winning, but only the winning team gets them. The other ones they dispose of.
Yep.
Well, they don't have to tell you. They end up in photos somewhere in the desert, in Central America.
All right, it is time to find out what is your hype song, the song that gets you up, that gets you going, that wakes you up, that every time you hear it, you feel good. Well, we need that song. It's a Monday. It's been a crazy weekend, and we need to find out what that hype song is. And for Sharon, we're going to hook somebody up with a pair of tickets to see Katy Perry, August 22nd, Emily Arena. Now, it can't be one of the songs that we played before. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. It's the only way to get in because we want to talk to you and explain what your hype song is. We need to wake up and we need your help to do so. So what song gets you going? Can't be one we played before. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. What's your hype song? Let's get it started now in Johnny's house. Bruno Mars.
What the heck?
He said, I want to sing some more.
I guess.
There we go. Bruno Mars won Best Pop Duo with Lady Gaga. Died with a Smile last night. And I thought he had won that pop duo with Sexy Red, but I guess they.
Oh my gosh, I love that song.
I haven't heard it.
It is so dirty.
It's so good.
That will be at the Adult Film Awards.
The ABN.
That's when you'll see that one.
724, partly cloudy, close to 80 is a high, 68 right now. All right, it's time for us to get hype. We want to find out what your hype song is to get you going and get you up. We're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to see Katy Perry. It's August 22nd at the Amalie Arena. But first, we got to find out what song gets you up and get you going. From Orlando, Christina, good morning.
Good morning, first-time caller.
Another first-time caller. Let us give you a first-time caller number.
It is 5035.
What is your number?
All right.
What's your number?
Thank you. 5035.
All right, welcome to Johnny's house. Okay, don't be a stranger. All right, so what is your hype song?
All right, it's Salt Shaker by Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah.
What you know about some Yin Yang Twins?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
It says it's clean. We'll see.
It's like half the lyrics are gone.
It's a long ride up.
Wow. I can hear it, Christina. Yeah. Wide open. Call the Billy Ocean. Like an 18-wheeler.
But this.
She's so
Oh my
Christina, this is your song. When this song come on, you wild out. No, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. They got one really, really dirty. Probably the dirtiest song I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Oh my God.
Let me whisper in your ear.
Yeah.
That's the one. I just love the sound effects of the cleaning. Where do you see my? Where do you see my?
Juliana from Orlando. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Oh, great.
And how old are you, sweetheart?
Wonderful.
7 years old.
7 years old. And who told you to call? Your mom or your dad?
My mom.
Your mom told you to call.
I bet when she told you to call, she didn't think you'd hear me say, "Wait till you see my" 4 times right before you got on the phone. But hey, whatever.
And Juliana, what is your hype song?
Toxicity.
By who?
By System of a Down.
Okay.
There's a long,
Yeah.
All right,
there's
here
a
we
long,
go.
long ride up.
We're going to see if we can hear this song for
yeah.
you. And tell your mom next time she need to call in. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, it's waking me up.
There was about a minute ride up, so I had to cut that off.
Is it going to drop or something?
Well,
Oh, it gets wild.
the lyrics
does
is
it?
about
Yeah.
to kick in right
All
now.
right, here we go. Juliana said it's a hype song.
Software version 7.0.
Ray, when's it gonna jump off?
You got a little bit still.
Fast
Okay.
forward that.
I'm gonna fast forward. Don't be upset.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the drop. Here we go.
There you go.
Silence is sweet. Disorder.
Juliana, do you sit at home and listen to the song with your mom?
Yes.
That is, she said yes.
I love
All right.
it.
Well, you hold on a second, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling. 7 years old. All right. From Orlando, Becky. Hey, Becky.
Good morning.
All right. We need to get hyped. Now you got Salt Shaker and Toxicity. What's your song?
Razor Glass by Pink.
That's it.
Oh, come on.
Getting ready. It's good when I'm cleaning the house.
Okay.
It pumps me up. I love it.
All right. Here we go. Yeah. Right. Turn out the light. Nah. What's the jelly out? Yeah.
We hit every genre this
I
time.
know.
No, for
Yeah.
real.
I can see myself cleaning the house to this.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
because you're not ready for the kick in. It's about to
Oh,
get hyped right now.
Is it right? Is it me?
Here's where it gets
Here you go,
crazy
B.
right
Here you
here.
go. Oh, oh. There we go. You're right. All right. It's time for the private secret vote. Make sure your hands are away from the cameras. Let's see. Number 1 is Christina and Salt Shaker. Number 2 is Juliana, System of Down Toxicity. And then there's Becky with Raise Your Glass. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that a... Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Okay. Juliana.
Yes.
Tell your mama you won.
Yes.
You won.
Yes.
Do you know what you won? Nope. Nope.
He said it doesn't matter, but I'm a winner today.
Nope. Pair of tickets to see Katy Perry August 22nd at the Emily Arena. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes, and tell your mom to make sure she takes you. She can't be taking her best friend. You're going.
Okay.
All right. You hold on a second. We'll get that information from you. All right. We're going to find out about off-limit food in your house. Don't act like you don't have it. We're going to get into it next on Johnny's House. $7:30, it is Johnny's House. It's going to be partly cloudy. 79 is our high today. It is 68. Every now and then, if you go to a charity event, you'll see what we call producer of a day. That pretty much means you just come in and sit on the show and join in and hang out and see what we do behind the scenes. So we have a young lady hanging out. And it's Marty, right? Did I say it right?
Yes.
Marty, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So how did you win this thing, or how did you get this thing? How did you end up here today?
So the Nickley group had a Christmas party.
Yeah. I love those people over there.
And I bought tickets.
And
my realtor told me that I won.
Really? Yay. Very good. Now, you've listened before, so it's kind of weird for people who listen and then come in because, as I was telling you off air, people expect us to be like all the time, but it's kind of like energy stop, energy stop, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna ask you this at the end of the show. So what is it unusual for you right now once you got in here? What's the first thing that was unusual for you?
Well, I didn't know you all were 10 minutes away from me.
Oh, you live around the corner.
Yeah, I live in College Park, so that threw me off. I thought y'all were down in Dr. Phillips or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all says I'm surprised y'all live. Oh no, we're 100% live. I don't know what's gonna come out of anybody's mouth when we're on the air. It is 100%.
Yeah. I wasn't sure about that either. I thought maybe you all recorded it and then played it later.
No.
Nah, we'd be better if we did that. It'd sound way better. There'd be way less talking over each other and way less nonsense.
That's true.
And you say you don't know how we get up so early.
Yeah, I don't know how you have the energy for it.
You have to. We front load.
Yeah.
You should use all your energy now. The rest of the day, forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you want to do something? Nah, I'm good. That's how we do it. Well, hang out and join in. If you got any questions on anything, let us know, and we'll get it going.
Thank you.
All right. We were talking this morning, and Brian, so there's been some new rules put on in your house.
Well, I didn't notice it, and so I tried to get something out of the pantry that, by the way, I pay for as part of my mortgage. So just so we're clear,
okay.
Every month I write a check for that pantry.
Okay.
But I noticed there was a sign that says "Do not eat." On one of the shelves, and I'm like, "What is this? I can't. There's food in my house. I'm not allowed to eat. What is this, Russia?" So I actually posted a picture on my Instagram story. Like, I didn't know we moved to this country where I couldn't. I thought we had freedom.
Now this didn't just pop up. Something had to occur.
Well, my wife did it.
For someone to say, if your wife did it, that meant that. Then I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing in the world worse than knowing that you got something at home and you're looking forward to eating. And you're like, I forgot I got that half a sub up in there. And it just brings you a little bit of joy. And then when you get home and that sub is gone, it can mess up the rest of your day.
Well, we do have our 19-year-old still lives at the house. Now, he has started buying his own snacks because he's tired of the rules that he can't eat whatever he wants, which is fine.
Yes.
I mean, look, that's an expense. If you want to eat for all willy-nilly, then you need to buy it yourself. Some of it is because these snacks are earmarked for the delivery drivers, which is ridiculous because my wife puts a little snack bar out for the delivery drivers. So I'm like, well, the delivery drivers come before me. What is this all about? So it all sparked because I did one time eat the last Mickey Mouse.
I remember you talking about
ice cream bar.
Yes.
Look, if it's been in the fridge or freezer for X amount of time, then it's fair game.
I agree.
That's what I think.
But
I mean, you live by yourself though, so you don't have
I got a roommate.
You got a roommate.
Rules.
Yeah, roommate versus wife, big difference.
For sure.
You don't have to have a harmonious vibe.
But see, with the wife, you got to work it out. With the roommate, you know what? You got to leave.
Right.
You
got to get up out of here.
Basically a house guest that you call a roommate. My wife is on the mortgage. She's on the deed. So I have a shelf of stuff I'm not allowed to eat anymore. So all right. She said we eat things too fast.
Yeah.
She's like, you guys will eat it all in like the first day after I go to the grocery shopping. I'm like, well, not if I'm not hungry, I won't. But if I'm hungry, then I might.
Growing up, man, it was my mom and dad and 5 kids. So it was 7 of us in the house. Oh, they kept stuff in their room.
Yeah, my mom had my mom had a deadbolt lock on her bedroom door, but she also had a refrigerator that had a padlock on it in her bedroom. Which, looking back, she didn't even have good snacks.
Right? They're probably like expensive snacks, though.
My parents, they had, they would go to the grocery store and they get cookies. And if they went to the grocery store at 4, by 9, all the cookies are gone.
Yes.
And they said, oh, no. Oh, no. And they bought these cheap cookies called Big 60s. I'll never forget them. They were 60 in a pack, and you got them for like $2.
It's like knockoff Oreos.
Oh, yeah. It was, you put that cookie in the milk, and it just goes, it sucks it all up.
Yeah.
It was horrible. But no, they kept it in the room, and you couldn't go in there and get those snacks.
Yeah, that's how it was when I was growing up, too. My mom did that, too.
Oh, yeah. In my house now, I put snacks in cabinets I know the kid won't ever look into. He'll never look at. Like, there's a cabinet right above the refrigerator that has, like, extra silverware and stuff. He ain't never going up in there.
That's literally today's modern padlock.
Yeah, I know he's never gonna look up there.
That's what I do with the twins. Like, I put stuff higher up in the fridge. Because they started eating like my yogurt and like my protein bars. I'm like, these are for adults. These are not granola bars. These are protein bars for adults.
You know what they said? Kind of sweet. I like it. It has a sweetness to it.
Yeah. Plus, if you put it to where they can't get it, then it's like they want it even more.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you tell them they can't have it. Now they really want it.
Yeah.
My roommate and I, we do this thing where it's like community or not community.
Okay.
And like there's things like where I'm like, my sauces, don't touch it.
Yeah.
That's not community. Especially like the food that I like make for the week and stuff, like I'll be open to them. Like, okay, but like don't go crazy on it. But like that's our term. It's like community, not community.
No, when I had a roommate, we had a rule. If you ain't buy it, don't eat it.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Bottom line.
Or if I say, hey, this is in here, you can grab it.
I've never said that.
Well, when I had a roommate, I did.
Yeah. Mine was like, if you want it, come on, hey man.
Yeah.
Come on, like, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I ain't want to open that door because, like I said, the worst thing in the world, you come home, oh man, I got one more piece of pie left.
Yo.
Hey man, why not pie?
Ooh, that's
you gonna
disrespectful though. If that's
gonna eat
one more
that?
piece of pie, and
That's
it's
common
gone.
sense, man. If you do that, you are a jackhole.
And like my roommate, he works also like on the side job. He does he at a breakfast spot.
Yeah.
And it's like he'll come home with some dank pancakes.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
just like, community, right? Community.
No, hey, you ain't buy it, don't eat it. That's my thing. I want to find out from you, in your house or in your house growing up, did you have off-limit foods? These are foods that, you know what? You just couldn't go up in there and eat it at any time. Or how did they handle it, or how do you handle it now? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067, social media, live stream. We want to hear from you. And one of you are going to hook you up. It is Merch Monday. We're going to hook you up with one of those Johnny's House official hoodies. We're going to give you one of those. Another chance to win is to go to XL1067.
Yeah, on our Instagram at XL1067. All you got to do is like and comment. You can win one.
That's all you got to do. But you don't have to do that. All you got to do is tell us, is there off-limit foods growing up or in your house now? How is it handled? We want to talk to you now on Johnny's House. Sabrina Carpenter and Taste, there was a rumor that she was sipping out of a flask last night at the Grammys. Now, I wasn't there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Word on the streets.
It matched her dress and everything.
Come in there knowing, man.
I'm for it.
That's something that we would do.
For real.
Mhm.
Did y'all do that at the Hall of Fame? No, we had. It was open bar.
No, it was open bar.
It was open bar.
We didn't need a
Yeah.
flask.
Or corporate credit card. 749, partly cloudy. 79 is a high. 68 right now. Brian mentioned that he came home to a little note saying, what is it? What did the note say?
It says, do not eat.
Do not eat.
All capital letters.
So we want to find out if you've had a list of things that you could not eat or you had to hide from your kids because they just eat too much. Going to hook somebody up. It's Merch Monday with one of those Johnny's House official hoodies. Let's talk to Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
All right. What's up, Kevin?
All right. Hey, what's up, man? I don't really remember too much growing up that I couldn't eat stuff in the house.
Then why are you calling, Kevin?
But now that I had roommates, and now that I'm a dad and I have a daughter who's now living at home and working and things like that, there are certain things that now I find myself writing or saying, do not touch, do not eat. I'm a very, our snack game is on point. We do chips and cakes and, be little treats.
Yes.
Okay. But there are certain things that I like. Those ice juices, those.
Yes, I love those ice juices. Yeah, they used to cost $1. Now they're $1.15.
Are they?
Right.
Yes.
And some places, Johnny, they're $1.50.
What?
But I'll still buy them. I don't care. I'll buy them.
I'm with you on that.
You can get the Sam's Choice for 50 cents each.
Man, I tell you what, I had bought some, and I had them with these Funyuns, and they're Funyuns are becoming hard to find now. And I've my little bag of Funyuns, and I was okay. I came home, and man,
the Funyun was gone.
My daughter's somebody opened my Funyun bag, and I had to ask my daughter. I was like, "Hey, did you open my Funyun bag?"
What a conversation!
Dad, well, Dad, you wouldn't mind because I wanted to try them, and I put the air quotes. I wanted to try them. I go, you know what Funyuns taste like? You've had them before. These my Funyuns. Don't eat my Funyun. And she took one of my little orange nectarine ice juices.
Dang, you're still getting worked up there,
No,
Kevin.
for real,
Hold on a
yeah.
second. Hold on a
I
second.
mean, Funyuns are in the name. It's onions.
Yeah.
You know what it tastes like.
Funyuns is just a weird taste.
I don't like them.
I like them.
Do you really?
I do.
My wife likes them.
All right, let's see here. From Winter Haven, April. April, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. You have some food that was off limit.
Yes, my chocolate covered almonds and my protein bars. And I hide them in my underwear drawer because I have 3 teenage boys and they are savages.
Teenage boys eat a lot.
Just to eat.
A lot.
Yes. They will eat a whole box of my protein bars. No, that junk is expensive.
And here's the thing. They don't even like it. They don't even like it. They just want it. They just want it. Yes, I understand.
Yes, they just want something to munch on while they're playing Xbox.
Man. So you put them in your underwear drawer.
That's funny.
That's pretty smart.
And if my boys go searching through my underwear drawer, we got bigger problems.
We got bigger problems.
Absolutely.
You are funny. All right, you hold on a second. From Deltona, is this Evan?
Yes, sir.
It's Evan. Of course, every topic we have, Evan has a story for it. Everyone. If we had a topic of have you ever been caught walking around in your girl's underwear, Evan would call.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. We know.
All right, Evan. What happened? Tell me about those off-limit foods.
All right, so I came home from work and my daughter had left me a note in the fridge under she had 6 little Prime bottles in there saying, "Don't touch my Prime." Even as a prank, Daddy, in capital letters as well. And because the day before that, I took a Prime drink and she had a meltdown where she was crying. She's like, "I didn't get to taste it. Daddy, this is so wrong. It's not even on a Prime chart. That's how new it is." It was a thing. It was crazy. And then finally I had to let her know that I didn't drink it. And
how old is she?
She is 10 years old.
Oh, I said, first of all, lower your tone.
Right.
First of all, before you talk about anything, bring that tone down a little bit.
Right.
Now, secondly, everything in this house is mine.
Right. I don't care about no prime chart. I don't care about a new flavor. Let me get you a flow chart of how the house works. I'm up here.
Yes.
You down here.
That's funny.
All right, you hold on. Ray, what is saying over there?
Let's see here. My diet, Dr. Pepper. The whole house belongs to the kids, but that is mine.
Well, you can know who drank that because they're acting all jittery.
Yeah. Somebody said my teenager devoured an entire box of cosmic brownies in one sitting, and they were put up. They're put up now and hiding.
Those are good.
Yes.
But you got to have a limit. You can't just
Listen, when I was in middle school, I remember knocking out a box of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Who? Me.
XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. There's some good ones on here. Someone said their parents used to hide things from their little brother and them, and not just them, from each other as well. And so after their dad passed, they were cleaning out the house and they found old hidden snacks that were like years old that he had hidden from his wife. And this one says, growing up, pretty much my parents were the food police.
Yep.
They would actually count how many slices of deli meat came in the container. And so when they would come home, they would go through and count it. And then you would get 2 slices to make a sandwich each time.
That's right.
Wow.
2 slices. I know people like that with paper towels, though. The reason why they say over there?
Yeah, we got Mr. Styles. He says, I don't hide snacks, but I do got to regulate the juice with my son. It'll be gone in 2 days. And sometimes I got to tell him, boy, drink some water.
Drink some water. April, we're going to hook you up with one of those Merch Monday, one of those Johnny's House official hoodies. Ray, what you got?
Talking about the Grammys and a big Beyonce update.
On the way on Johnny's House.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
The Grammys were last night, and obviously they're all about music, but they were also all about the LA wildfires and the firefighters. And it looks like they raised $7 million for the...
Last night?
Yes.
Really?
Yep. So the show raised more than $7 million just from viewers watching at home. So in addition to honoring the first responders, I don't know if you saw that last night, they brought up some of the local firefighters. And when they were bringing them up on stage, they actually announced the Album of the Year winner.
Okay.
And the Album of the Year winner was Beyonce.
She really did look surprised.
Yes.
If she wasn't surprised, she was acting like crazy, but she looked surprised.
She won for Cowboy Carter. If you believe it or not, this is Beyonce's first win in this category. This is her first Album of the Year win. So either way, she's the most awarded and nominated artist in Grammy history, but that's the first time she's won that.
Now, was it Album of the Year years ago when Kanye, they gave it to Taylor Swift and Kanye?
I think so, yeah.
No, that was video.
Was
for
it video?
For single ladies, yeah. Because that's why I say it's the best video of all time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right.
That was the single ladies video. Because they shot that video. When I first heard that, I'm like, why is it they making such a big deal? It's three girls dancing. They shot that all in one shot.
Really?
That's why it was such a big deal. All of the camera moves, everything. There was no edits.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So that's why it was such a big artistic thing.
Okay.
In addition to honoring the first responders, it looks like Beyonce won Cowboy Carter for our best country album with Cowboy Carter, and some people are a little upset about that.
Who isn't going to be?
And it was Taylor Swift that gave her the award.
Yes, it was Taylor Swift that gave her the award. There was also a surprise performance by The Weeknd. Will Smith narrated a tribute to the late Quincy Jones. So that was a big one last night.
He got him to start in acting.
Yeah. Chaperone picked up Best New Artist, which is incredible. Drake kind of had a bad night just because Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us was all over the place.
Man, I was thinking about that, over the place. He's like, damn, okay, rap this. I go back and forth and it disappears. This ain't disappearing.
Yeah. He needs to drop that lawsuit.
No.
So, he did drop one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So I think the big thing that everybody was talking about was that the Cowboy Carter album that Beyonce won for Best Country Album. Just that's the biggest thing that everybody was kind of upset about this morning. But
it was just me, my observation. I didn't understand the seating order on their table.
Same.
I didn't understand why Jay-Z was in the back and then he had to come back to the front and say congratulations, baby. And
I didn't
why would he sit
in the seating for a lot of people? I was looking at the crowd going, why are they sitting together? That's so weird.
I didn't get that.
Yeah,
that ain't none of my business. I ain't have a ticket.
mean, Vincent Boone looked a little sweet on J-Lo. I'm just saying.
Brian said he detected a little something.
Oh, he walked behind her and put his arm
on who?
Like
J-Lo.
Brushed across her shoulder with his hand while he was singing. I'm like, okay.
Let me
She'd probably put that towel on him. Because he's a young man.
Yeah, he's a little young man.
He don't know. He don't know about
that. But see, the thing is, what to mess around is because she's an older, experienced woman, he's going to fall.
Right.
And that's going to mess everything up, you know.
Look at you guys spreading rumors.
Oh, no, look, it's all speculation. Everything you say.
I know.
Until it happens,
you know what?
speculation.
I like
Give me a day or two. I'm planning on going to the streets. And I'll find out what the streets are saying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
the streets say that Taylor Swift, they actually didn't let her win anything on purpose to make everybody else feel better. Because if you look at straight metrics, hands down, she would have won everything.
Absolutely.
But this is the first time she's been nominated for more than 6 things and walked away with nothing.
Yeah, I saw a headline saying that, and I was like, still feel like she walked away as a winner.
Basically, well, no, you didn't win nothing. You lost. She got no trophies last night.
I know that.
Yeah.
But they said that they actually know that she probably should have won at least 2 or 3.
I could see that.
They wanted everyone else to feel included.
Yeah, Beyonce and Miley Cyrus won the award for Best Country Duo and Group Performance. So, I don't know. If you want to go over all the picks, we could do that too later on.
They had the camera pan some country artists. They were like,
yeah.
They knew the camera was on them, so they.
Anyways, big Beyonce news. She's officially going back on tour.
Yeah.
So she announced that after.
I'm sorry, Ray. We're like, you're messing up my segment.
They're opening for her. They're going to open for her.
I mean, that would be actually really cool.
Go ahead, Ray.
So she announced her on like a second Instagram post after the Grammys that she's going back on tour. On Instagram, she posted it and she shared a video of her fans showing a sign hanging above like a desert floor with Cowboy Carter Tour spelled out on it. We don't know any of the dates or the stops or anything like that.
I guess my thing is it going to be a stadium or is it going to be the large venue?
I don't know.
like the Emily or.
I have no idea.
It's gotta be a stadium, right?
You
All
think so?
I
don't know.
It has to be.
Just says the tour is announced, and that's pretty much
And
it.
who's the opening act?
Beyonce.
Well, she's the whole act.
No, Beyonce's opening up for herself.
No, it's Destiny's Child. Come on now.
See what happens when I go off track? They go off track too. I'm sorry, y'all.
This is the 1st
I'm
time
bad.
she's been on the road since Renaissance. Obviously, that was in 2023, which wasn't too long ago.
All right. And as soon as we got details, we will let you know. Weird Stories That Are True with Brian Grimes is on the way next on Johnny's House. Six, no, 8:08. It is Johnny's House, partly cloudy, 79. What's the current temp there, Miss Ray?
It is currently 68.
Still 68 and very foggy
Yeah.
outside. Be careful driving in. When I was driving this morning, it was dark outside. I was like, man, please, nobody hit me because it is foggy. All right, Brian Grimes, what are those weird stories that happen to be true?
Well, you can find some really nice stuff at like garage sales and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a $50 painting that was picked up at a garage sale that they think they're pretty certain at this point now it's a work by Vincent van Gogh.
Original.
And it's worth $15 million.
Okay.
Yeah. So these people bought it at a garage sale in Minneapolis, and they've been studying it for years, trying to figure out, is it real? They've been going back and forth on it, but they found a single strand of hair that's embedded in it, and they DNA tested it, and it's Van Gogh. And so apparently Van Gogh used to do that, put it one single strand of hair somewhere in the painting,
and they found it,
that they could verify that it was his.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, so they found it, and so this painting that they bought for $50 is now worth $15 million.
Now, I'm gonna tell those of you treasure hunters that this weekend you're gonna go around and try to find some artwork. You're gonna pay $50 for a painting that's worth 10.
Right.
I tell you that right now.
Or you'll buy what that Billy Bass thing that like talks whenever you go by. That's not gonna be worth any money.
Oh, I like those things.
Take me down to the river or whatever it says when you walk past.
It lasted about 2 years.
I think it was huge for a minute. Yeah, but that's crazy. 15 million bucks. So this guy's name's Bob Taylor. So he's been trying to give these pants to a museum, but the museum won't take them. And so now he's upset. So now he's gone public to try to get some support. So he said back in 1979, he was a forestry worker. He saw a dome-shaped object land in a clearing. It dropped these metal spikes down, and they actually attached to his pants.
Okay.
They were aliens, and they attached to his pants. He said that's the last thing he remembered. He said he woke up later and went to the police with some ripped pants. So he don't know exactly what happened to him in that time frame. But the pants
he's probably probed.
Are pretty important, he says, because aliens contacted the pants. And he's upset that the museum won't take them and put them on exhibition. So the pants were given to the British UFO Research Association. He tried to donate them to the National Museum in Scotland. They said, no, we're good. But he said that he thinks they should be preserved for future generations because the aliens grabbed his pants.
Nah, I'm good.
Anytime we talk about this, and this is a true story, what we're talking about now is on radio waves, and it goes out into the atmosphere.
In the
space. So there could be aliens right now listening.
Knowing that we're onto them.
Well, no, they just listen because all of a sudden these waves just all of a sudden hit them. And like, well, what is this?
They'll hear it in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
they're
then
behind us.
And then they lock it in on that signal. And it's like, well, here's another one. So they could be listening every day.
They said just now, hey, in Orlando, they're talking about that time we took Bob's pants. That was hilarious.
How did they know?
Yeah.
How did they know?
That was so funny when we took Bob's pants. Remember that? Yeah.
And somebody got in trouble because I told you to put the pants on. You didn't. Now they know.
And yesterday was Groundhog's Day. I posted because
Brian got up and watched it.
Damn sure did. Live from Gobbler's Knob. Look, next year, if we don't broadcast from there, we're missing the boat. It's on a Monday.
We say
can
that
fly
every
in.
year.
I know, but it's usually on a weekday, middle of the week. This time's perfect on a Monday. We fly in on Saturday, taking all the festivities, do the show on Monday, fly home.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. We've been watching every year, and it has never changed.
No.
The same show, the same presentation.
They had the dancers that danced to the Killers right before they woke up Punxsutawney Phil, which, by the way, did see his shadow. They said 6 more weeks of winter. But Punxsutawney Phil is a knockoff. And he's not even accurate. He's the least accurate of the
Don't we have a
prognosticators. Well, I don't know what we've got.
Okay, I got one. I heard him talking about it. Go ahead.
The most accurate is Staten Island Chuck.
Okay.
Who was another woodchuck, and he predicts the weather, and he's right 85% of the time. Punxsutawney Phil's only right 35% of the time, but he's got a better marketing department.
So do we next year go to Staten Island instead to make Chuck happen?
No, because
Make
there's
Chuck
no
a thing?
party there. It's
Okay.
boring. They don't care in Staten Island, but in Gobbler's Knob, it's a big deal.
All right.
Staten Island Chuck is the deal. He's 85% right. He said early spring.
I'm reading this. This is what popped up. We have Athene the owl.
Oh.
Who doesn't see a shadow. It means early spring for Floridians. And this is according to the Cape Coral Friends of Wildlife.
Why an owl?
2 days ago.
Because we're stupid.
It should have been an alligator.
It should have been an alligator.
Yeah.
But they said the owl didn't do it.
So Staten Island Chuck actually said spring. Punxsutawney Phil said winter, but Punxsutawney Phil's only right 35% of the time. I'm going with Staten Island Chuck.
Well, he doesn't want to be right because if you ever watch it, they jam him with a stick so he'll come out of that hole. Then they pick him up by the neck and he's petrified. He's terrified.
Same guys, by the way.
Yeah, with the hats on.
Yep, with the hats on.
All right.
I'm telling you, next year we should be there.
I'm with you, man. All right, we're gonna start something new, and we're gonna do it every now and then. It's called Salute the Champions. Now, if you have a child or you have played in any sports and you won a championship, because you guys call all the time and say, hey, we announced my kids' little league team, they won this. You shout out my daughter's cheer squad, or you shout out this. Well, we're going to give you an opportunity to shout it out. If you won any championship in the last 2 to 3 weeks, your team, your kid got an MVP, whatever they won, we're going to give you an opportunity to shout it out on the air right now. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. It could be a little league. It could be like when Ray's kids won their championship game.
Yeah.
Salute the champions. We
Yeah,
want to hear all about
ring.
it. Yeah. Did they get a ring?
They did. Yeah.
That is so cool. You can text the XL Mobile 41067. So if you want a championship in any sport, in anything, Now it's time to let us know so we can share it with everyone. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Saluting the champions. If we don't know unless you call us. So call us now in Johnny's house. He performed this last night at the Grammys. That's Teddy Swims. It is 8:23 on Johnny's House. 68, looking for a high of 79. Is going to be partly cloudy today. Now, on Friday, we said, hey, we are trying to get 50 people on our Cupid Undie Run team that is happening here in a couple of weeks. And Ray, how are we doing?
All right, so we're at 49 members.
49?
49, we're right there. Yeah, so we want 50 or more.
Oh, more. I would love to have more.
Yes.
I'd like to. Well, listen, somebody go ahead and sign up for our team so we can just, because that would be so bad if we just got the 49.
I know. So 49 members, we got $1,286 raised, which is pretty good. It is February 22nd at Elixir, downtown Orlando.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Marty, who is hanging out with us, saying, what did you ask me about running? He said, how often do we run?
Oh, yeah. Do you run it all during the run?
No, this is our 10th year. I've never ran.
I ran it
Ray got
once.
drunk on and ran.
Yeah, I had a couple of Bloody Marys before I came back and I went straight to the bathroom.
Oh, no, she looked horrible.
The first year, we all took off to run, and I turned right into Gringos, Locos, Tacos.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
the next year, literally 50 people followed me.
Oh, it was, and it was something about the food and the drinking. It just went well.
It was nice.
It just went. So please, how can they go? How can they sign up?
If you want to go to the Johnny's House Facebook, there's a link that's pinned to the top, or just go to xl1067.com.
You want to know who Marty is? She is a producer today. She did an auction for the Nickley Group, and she's here just hanging out with us. All right. So what's your observation? So far, still the same?
Yeah.
All right. We call this Salute the Champions. That's when if you have a child or you or anybody want any type of championship, we'd like to put it out there on the air because you guys call us individually and say, hey, we announce this, well, once or twice a week or once or every other week. We're going to throw it out there so you can salute the champions. Let's see. Maurice, what is this one? 4th grade? I don't understand. What is that? What name is that?
Case is his name.
Case. Hey, Case, good morning.
Hi.
All right, Case, we're saluting champions. Who's the champion?
South Orlando.
South Orlando, what there,
Club.
Case? What do you guys do?
Soccer.
Okay. And what's the name of your team?
South Orlando.
Okay, next time, have your mama call.
Yeah.
Thank
Congrats.
you. Congratulations.
I just don't know what they want.
I don't either. Diane from Longwood, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, that's the way it's done. We're saluting the champions. Who's the champion?
My daughter won the Amazing Shake. I wish more people knew about this. It's a really cool competition. It's based on like poise and confidence and ability to stand up to a challenge and debate like an adult. And she won champion for her school. All of the middle schoolers compete. So they had 164 this year. And
she won?
Number one.
Wow.
She won. And next month she goes to Globals. So everyone from around the world will be
What's her
competing.
name? What's her name and what school is she representing?
Paisley Reyes for One School of the Arts.
Wow, and it's called the Amazing Shake?
Yes, like a handshake. So like
Oh,
giving a good handshake,
gotcha.
meeting people the way that you are able to get around and handle situations that might come up. Like one of the things was you pretend to be a Marriott employee and somebody comes in and you lost their reservation. How do you handle it? And these are middle schoolers. So they have to handle this situation on the fly. And
I would say
we're going
to answer that question around the room. Ray, you work the front desk at the Marriott.
Yes.
Someone comes in and you've lost their reservations. How do you handle that?
Hi, I'm so sorry we lost your reservation. Let me go get the manager.
Brian, how do you handle that?
I say, well, if you didn't make a reservation, then
No, I made it.
No, I'm
You
sorry.
lost it.
We're all booked up for the night.
So what you gonna do?
With hotels.com, step aside. Next.
Okay. Dang, that's crazy.
So what are you gonna do about it?
That's it. That's all you got? That's crazy.
That's
Wow.
wild.
Hey, I would be like, hey, listen, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that happened. I know who took your reservation. Her name is Ray. She no longer works here. But what we can do is we have a couple of hotels in our family, a family of hotels.
In the Bonvoy collection.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a member. That's how I know.
Me.
Wow. Well, congratulations. Keep us updated on that, okay?
I definitely will.
That
Thank
is
you so much.
something to be proud about. There
Sounds
you
like a
go.
management problem to me.
I ain't make the reservation.
When she said great shake, I'm like, I like shakes. Like cookies and cream, strawberry. What we talking about?
From Ormond Beach, Sarah, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all doing?
Good. Saluting the champions. Who are the champions?
My son, Max Lauer, he won representing Volusia at the All-County Elementary Music Showcase for chorus.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow. So I'm assuming he's a very good singer.
Very good. And he watches Eurovision. He found that on his own. He's all into music. He listens to radio all the time, loves your station, loves Johnny's House. So,
wow.
Get ready. You might hear him on the radio one day.
Absolutely. And at what point did you start crying?
Oh, the very beginning.
Wow. Well, congratulations. And keep us updated with him. Okay, Sarah?
Of course. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Brian, saluting some champions.
Let's see. XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland. And a rec need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Central Florida Suns, 9 and under baseball boys won this weekend.
All right.
And the 10 under division. So they want to level up.
There you go. Good for them.
St. Cloud Mustangs, 8th grade girls soccer team. They won a championship.
There you go. Saluting them champions. Got a lot of champions around here.
And then someone said they actually work for Town Place Suites by Marriott. And that's a really funny question to ask kids because that stuff happens all the time.
Wow. For a middle school kid to be able to answer that. That is pretty cool. Ray talking about that's a management situation.
Yeah, not my problem.
But my pay grade. Let me go ahead.
That'd be like Ray will be competing against all those kids. Ma'am, step aside. Step aside. All right, as a kid, when you had to be taught something the hard way, get into it on Johnny's House. That's Rihanna. It is 8:33 and Johnny's house. There's a couple of ways to parent. One is like, it's okay, baby. And there's some that let you learn the hard way. We're going to tell you about a story that's gone viral. We'll do that coming up on Johnny's house. Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. This is Johnny's house. It's Monday morning. Partly cloudy, close to 80 is our high. Still 68, Ray? Still holding burn?
It is, actually.
Man, it's still foggy out there. All right, there is a viral video, Nerissa, of a mom. What, her son just kept missing the bus and missing the bus?
Yeah, so you see it right off the bat. This mom, she's like doing a selfie recording in her car, and she goes, my son keeps missing the bus. So I'm going to drop him off looking like this. You look at her, she's got this white cream on her face. She's got a shower cap on. She's in her robe. And then she turns the phone over to her feet. She's like, look at my feet. I got slippers on. And then the son's just like, Ma, come on. Ma. And she goes, you're going to learn today. She goes, let's go. And so I'm pretty sure he learned his lesson very quickly that day.
We understand. And again, we're different in ages here. Okay. I grew up, all life lessons was tough love. There were no participation trophies. There was no it's okay. It was tough love.
Mhm.
I had a little car, and my dad told me, hey, we had a little garden in the back of the house. We had like an acre of land. And my dad said, hey, listen, I want you to go out there and get all the rocks out of the garden. I'm like, absolutely. Well, my boys called up and said, hey, man, let's go hang out. I said, absolutely. so heading over to their house, the car broke down on the highway. And back then, with no cell phones, had to walk to the phone, call. My dad came with my brother. Told my brother, hey, take his friends home. He didn't say anything to me. He's like, okay. He did a little something, got the car home. He goes, it's going to sit there for about a month. I'm like, what you talking about, Dad? I got practice, got all it. Not my problem.
Ooh.
I asked you to do this. You decided to do this. So it's going to be fixed on my time. Man, I was up at 5 a.m. catching the bus. Oof. It was bad. I mean, some people got to do that every day.
Yeah.
But I had a little job and I had to catch the bus and I used to tell my friends, man, hey, man, when you pick me up from work, nope. But after a month, he, when it took it to one of his friend's house, fixed the car, and hey, I was hurting, man. I'm like, damn, please, it's raining outside. That ain't my problem, son.
I feel like it always comes with like the buses where you learn your lesson first, because that happened to me too.
Let me hear that tough love lesson you had.
It was after school, in middle school specifically. There was a bus that you would take to the after school program where my mom worked at.
Mm-hmm.
And my sisters and I, we just did not, there was no AC, hot, just filled with like musky kids.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, mom can pick us up sometimes, right? Like, because sometimes she would come and pick us up, but out of like her time and her dime.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where she was like, you could just take this bus and come to me. And so I don't have to do this. So it got to the point now where she was like, walk. Ooh. And that was a 5.5 mile walk to the daycare center. It was.
Well, your mom was no joke.
No, yeah.
Good
It was
Lord.
like one of those where it's like, we need to start bringing umbrellas, not for the rain, for the sun.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we learned real quickly that it's, a 20-minute drive is not that bad on
Riding
the
that
bus.
bus like, go, Ray, let me hear your tough love lesson as a kid.
I just feel like my whole life was kind of tough love
Well,
because
really?
it's like, my parents were kind of just like, do what you want, but
Figure it
learn.
out.
Yeah, you're going to
learn the
figure it
hard way.
out. And then that's like the hard way. It wasn't
Wow.
So everything was kind of just tough love.
It's good, but as a parent, to allow that, you got to really sit back.
Yes.
Because you already see the landmine they're about to step on.
Yes.
And you're going to let them step on it anyway.
Yeah.
So listen, I've given you all the tools, right from wrong.
Mhm.
If you choose this, you're going to step on that landmine, you have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
That takes restraint as a parent.
Yeah. If the police called, I'm sorry, we're not coming to get you. So
That's what I say. Oh, wait. I know what you're about to do. Don't do that.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you why. Brian, let me hear your tough love.
Well, when I got kicked off the bus, my mom made me skateboard to and from school every day.
How far was that?
About 6 miles.
Oh.
So she would take me to her work, and then I'd have to skateboard from there to my middle school, and then home from middle school to her work every day.
For a whole year?
For an entire my entire 7th grade year.
Again, what did you get kicked off the bus for?
Being a jackass. I mean, it wasn't really any one specific
Is
thing.
anybody surprised by that?
Just overall being a jackass.
But here's the crazy part is back then, they just said, you're so bad.
Yeah.
We don't even want you on the bus system.
Right.
We don't even want you around other kids.
Yes.
And how you get here ain't our problem.
Because I was the ringleader, they figured out.
Really?
So if they removed me from the bus, the rest of the bus is actually pretty normal.
And what grade was this?
7th grade.
7th grade.
Yeah. 7th grade. So I
a
had
whole year.
An entire year. Because it happened in the first few weeks of school.
And you could not readdress.
No. Yeah, no.
What about rain?
Whatever.
It's gonna be a wet day.
I would usually bus into like Little Champ and hang out until the rain stopped.
Little Champ.
So I'd be late. And then I would have to tell them I was late. It was raining. I had to bus into Little Champ, hang out, play a game of Mortal Kombat real quick, then finish the
So
ride.
it sounds to me that you knew what the punishment was, and it is what it is.
I mean, yeah.
What else can I do?
No, I mean, whatever. I learned.
Did you have to get new wheels for the skateboard anytime that year?
No, I mean, I had to buy them myself. But yeah, but hey, 8th grade, I stayed on that bus all year long, though.
They broke you.
Learning my lesson.
They broke you. You got a joke? No joke today.
Nope, no ma'am.
joke.
I'm going to sit quietly.
I want to find out when you had to teach your kid or kids you were taught a lesson the hard way. It does happen. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. Live streamers, you've been kind of quiet. We want to hear from you. We'll throw it up on social media. Got a pair of tickets to United Rentals 300 in the ARCA Menards Series doubleheader, Daytona International Speedway on February the 15th. Race is in town, and you are going. But you just got to tell us you had to learn the hard way. Parents, when did you have to teach, or when you taught a kid a lesson the hard way? We want to hear your calls right here on Johnny's House. Johnny's House on a Monday is going to be partly cloudy, getting up to about 78. It is 68 right now. We want to hear stories about how you had to learn the hard way. You know, this one parent, a kid was late for school. He said, Mom said, I'm going to get right out of bed and take you there. I want everybody to see me. He's like, Mom, please. I bet he wasn't late again. So I want to find out, when did it happen from you? From Titusville, Brian, good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
All right. So when did you learn the lesson the hard way?
So actually, it wasn't me. It was my kids. So I got 5 kids.
Okay.
And when they're 3, 4, they were like 3, 4, and 5 years old, I would pick up their toys because they didn't know how.
Yeah.
I'd put them in a treasure box and make them do chores to get their toys back. But they thought they were brand new toys. And then as they got older, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, I would actually start sweeping towards the front door. And if they didn't pick up their toys or their stuff, it literally would get thrown away. So now when you come to my house and you see me sweeping, kids are running around me like cockroaches trying to grab the last minute stuff. It's going in the trash. I swear to you. I don't care if I bought it, your grandma bought it. It's going in the trash.
Well, I bet they do. How many kids do you have, Brian?
We got 5.
5. I bet the word is out. He's sweeping. He's sweeping.
I hate it here.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's pretty good. They know better. You hold on a second. Don't go anywhere. From Orlando, hey, Patty.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, tough love. How did you learn the hard way?
I actually had to kick my son at 20.
You kick your son out at 20?
I sure did. I was working 3 jobs. He was barely working a part-time job. I come home at 10 o'clock. He looks at me in his pajamas and says, "What's for dinner?" And I said, "Oh, good sir, today is that day."
You kicked him out that day?
I will not be living in this house that has a mortgage of $2,000. If you would like to, that's your life. But it's time for you to grow up.
And you kicked him out that day?
No, I gave him 6 months.
Oh, 6 months.
Absolutely.
But that was the day that
was the day.
That was the straw that broke
That
it.
was
You
the
said, "I'm
day.
done."
That was the straw.
And fill us in. What happened?
It actually made a difference. He became a productive member of society. He has a great job, a great wife, and to this day, he's like, "I made such a bad choice. I'm so sorry."
Well,
but it worked.
Well, the bad choice was asking you for dinner.
Yes.
That's what the bad choice was.
I tell my son all the time.
Pajamas.
My son's 19 now. He's got 2 jobs and he's doing it right. But I tell him all the time, boy, you want to fly under the radar when you live here rent free. Okay, you don't want to shoot up flares.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Patty. Wow. Yeah, you work 2 jobs. You come home. He's still in the pajama throughout. So, what's for dinner?
Oh.
Woo. Ray, what they say?
Brian said that he got accused of shoplifting by his mom because they couldn't find the receipt, and so his mom thought he stole it.
Yeah.
So the mom drove him past the jail and told him that she was going to drop him off. And so they finally found the receipt, and then the mom apologized, but she drove right past that jail and said, "I'm about to drop you off."
Dang.
They're like, man, it don't work that way. There had to be a court system and a trial and with
Innocent
lawyers
until proven
involved.
guilty. What about that?
You going to jail.
We'll sort it out later.
Let me tell you something. If she'd have dropped that kid off the jail, they would have took her.
Oh, she'd be going.
The GCF would be right there.
B, what they say?
XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland. My daughter would not clean up her playroom. I said, if you don't do it by a certain day, I'm going to lock the playroom and you won't be allowed in. She didn't do it. So I screwed the door shut. So she couldn't get in.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lock on the door.
Yeah. Wow. So his tough love does still exist out here. Yeah. Okay. Patty, who threw a kid out, and now he said he's a what did she say? He's a in the community. He's grown up and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
He's a valuable member of society.
There it is. Gonna hook you up with a pair of tickets. United Rental 300 and the ARCA Maynard Series doubleheader at Daytona International Speedway on February 15th. Patty, congratulations. Celebrity news on the way, Ray.
Jelly Roll had a mission to run a 5K, and that's what he's doing.
Really?
Yep.
Information on the way on Johnny's house. XL.
Live from our Farrah and Farrah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farrah fight. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. XL 1067. Orlando's #1 hit music station. WXXL HD1 Tavares.
It's time for us to pay your bills and win $1,000.
Nationwide keyword now at XL1067.com. Money. That's money.
Your chance to win $1,000 13 times every weekday from 9 to 9. Paying your bills. It's XL 1067.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House Mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067. Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
I was telling you that Jelly Roll has had this whole weight loss transformation, and he's still doing it. He's making incredible progress, and he's just telling everybody what he's been doing. And so he said that there was a video where he's walking and he's reminiscing of a 5K that he did, but now he's ready to do his actual first 5K. And he was like, I couldn't walk at the time, hardly walk. He was like, I was over 500 pounds.
Woo!
And he's like, I did it. And so now he's lost almost 130 pounds.
Good.
And so now he's like, I guess I'm doing something right. And he's training for his next 5K to actually get it done.
Wow.
So he said it's going to be in Tampa on May 4th. And so that's the next 5K.
Time.
That's the next 5K that he's going to be doing. But he's very excited about it. So you can see all his comments and everything. He's doing a lot of podcasts, obviously, with his wife. And
it's a funny thing. If you never ran a 5K and you're running one, it's the longest distance ever.
Yeah.
If you never ran one, you got people running 20 miles and marathons. But if you've never run a 5K and you start running oh, Lord, is it over yet?
Right. You feel like you should be done, but you only went 1K.
Yes. And then God forbid you have a watch that monitors your mileage and you're like, what? We've only ran 0.2
Yes.
or
Why did these questions? Why do people do this? So I'm not having fun. But the best feeling is when you've completed it.
Yes, absolutely. So Netflix is talking about all the things that they're rolling out this year. February 17th is American Murder with Gabby Petito. Remember Gabby Petito that went missing with her boyfriend?
Oh, yeah.
And so that is actually coming out February 17th. If you're still on board
Damn
with
right,
you.
you know I'm on it. Yes.
I don't know how
Now,
you have not fallen off.
How did he leave America and went over to England and became a English professor? I don't know. They didn't explain that in the storyline.
Oh my gosh, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
I can't. Yeah, I think it fell off after season 3.
When?
April 24th is
Okay.
the next season. Also, news we found out Happy Gilmore 2, obviously. Monster. This is the next installment for the Dahmer brothers.
Yeah.
So the first one obviously did so well that they have 2 more installments.
Okay. When I left off around Christmas, weren't they supposed to get together in court and they supposed to go home?
Yeah, but someone got elected. I think the attorney general or the district attorney. They changed offices.
Okay.
So the person that was real hyped on them getting out ain't there no more.
So they getting out,
but they don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
yeah.
like,
So
why
now it's
treat
kind of
me-
just been
Why
pushed
do
off.
that to me?
Yeah.
What you telling me? Hey man, we should be home for Christmas.
Yeah.
Nah. Also, Wednesday, obviously, that's going to come out this year. And Victoria Beckham has her own documentary series that's coming out about, obviously, the fashion brand and all of that
I
being
won't
married.
be watching that.
No, she's actually funny. When they were doing the interviews with her and her husband, they're
He's funny. He called her out for
That's-
trying to act like she. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're
Wow.
funny together. Also, last night we talked about the Grammys that went down. Kanye and his wife showed up, and she was basically
She was
nude,
naked.
basically naked.
Yeah, she had a clear see-through dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to go over the winners again.
Hold on, we got our sheets in
Okay.
front of us.
I have one.
Ooh,
You got yours?
I have one with everybody on it.
Oh, okay. Brian got the master sheet.
Perfect.
Okay.
Album of the year was Cowboy Carter.
What did we say?
Johnny actually got that right.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song of the year was Not Like Us.
Not Like Us.
Yeah, I got that one.
I think Nerese got that one right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Record of the year, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar.
No one got that right.
Okay.
Best new artist, Chappell Roan.
Nerese got that one right.
Okay.
I don't know. Do we do best pop vocal album?
No, that's
or
the
was
only
it-
ones we did.
Okay, so
Album
pop,
of the year.
Album
Yeah,
of the
we did that one, but that was it.
pop vocal album is Sabrina Carpenter. Pop solo performance, Sabrina Carpenter. Best pop performance duo, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile. So, but Kendrick Lamar, I'm telling you, that dude racked up.
Yeah, he did.
He got so many of them.
Wow.
Yeah. So Dave Chappelle actually won Best Comedy Album, which I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
There
I
you
didn't
go.
either.
I know. So you can check it all out. It's on our website, xl1067.com, all the highlights and everything.
What's trending's on the way on Johnny's house? That's Hosier, Too Sweet, 907, and Johnny's house. What's trending, Nerese? What's going on?
Ooh, somebody's getting traded to the Lakers, and everybody is in shock.
Oh, they're already there.
Mhm.
More on that coming up on Johnny's house. 9:10. That's Sam Smith on Johnny's house. It's still 68, Ray. Is it warm up a little bit?
It's 69.
69 right now. Looking for a high of 79. Once the sun comes out, it's going to get a little bit warmer. But it's going to be in the 80s for the rest of the week and a slight chance of rain. But it's going to be partly cloudy today. All right, Nerese, what is trending, ma'am?
All right, we're going to be talking all sports here today. So shout out to our Solar Bears for an incredible win last night against the Everglades. Literally at 0.1 seconds left on the clock. In overtime, our Solar Bears got that win with the final score of 5-4.
Very good, very good.
And I saw some of the highlights. They've got some matches going in there, throwing hands. If you want to check it out, give them a follow on Instagram. A shout out to our Valkyries volleyball team dominating the court last night against the Omaha Supernovas with 3 consecutive match wins. And then we got that W.
Okay.
Orlando Magic, we had a tough loss this past weekend against Utah Jazz with 99-113. The next home game is coming down this Saturday. It is at home against the Spurs.
So it'll be back because they've been on the road for about like 4 games. Okay. Good scores. Okay.
Talking about basketball. All right. So we are in the middle right now, the NBA trade deadline, and we need to talk about this insane trade with the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic against going now into the Lakers. So
it's a done deal. He's gone.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's been called one of the most significant trades in NBA history, and it's sparking so many talks because everyone, including Luka and LeBron, were blindsided by this, including the fans. And going viral right now are tons of footage of fans just going through what I'm going to call grief, literally boycotting with picket signs. They got jerseys laid out like memorabilia.
Oh, yeah.
And someone was even holding a mock funeral with a fake coffin.
Oh, yeah.
And this was all happening outside of the Dallas arena before the game went down. It's just clearly like everyone's just grieving right now.
I mean, we don't do a lot of sports talks here, but nobody really understands. You did a superstar swap.
It doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense.
It's one-sided, though.
Yeah. And let me understand this straight. They traded him for someone who isn't at that caliber.
Oh,
in this era, would you say?
Different positions.
They play different positions. They're both stars, but
Yeah.
one's got a better upside than the other.
Yeah.
Luka's only like 26.
26.
He's going to be a superstar for years.
Yeah, Dallas got the bad end of this, and no one really understands why.
Nobody's
Well,
talking.
they're saying now that like the owner of the Mavericks is looking to buy
Well,
out.
there's rumors. I mean, they just bought the Mavericks.
They
what,
just
2
bought
years?
it. Yeah,
2
Mark
years
Cuban
ago.
just sold them.
So there's a lot of conspiracies going on that they wanted to tank so they can move to Vegas, and it makes no sense. He's a superstar. I mean, he's a superstar.
Yeah, this trade isn't that. There's no way they're moving to Vegas. If they did, it would be. We're talking 10 years from now. This trade wouldn't be the reason.
Nobody understands why.
It just doesn't make sense.
It
There's
makes
no
no
logic.
sense. But we'll see it. We'll see if it works for either one of those teams.
Yeah, it is sparking a lot of conversation because only at 26, Luka is considered as one of the most valuable players in the NBA with an average 30 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Got off the plane, throwing up to LA.
Yeah, he did. Didn't take long at all. It's huge for him.
Yes.
He's going to be the face of the Lakers for the next 10 years.
Wow.
See what
It's crazy. I thought it was a joke. When I saw that, I'm like, say what? Say what? Speaking of celebrities, there's been a lot of celebrities around Central Florida, and we want to find out who have you seen or talked to next on Johnny's House. 916 Johnny's house, 79 is our high, 69 right now, and partly cloudy. Don't forget the Johnny's house cruise is happening. Put it down on your schedule, September the 18th. We're going to be here. Then you got a day at sea, and then we go to their 2 private islands, one that hadn't even opened up yet. We're going to be there, and then we'll come back. It's a Thursday to a Monday. Like I said, the price of cruises is going up. We have a block that we reserved, so if you want to get in, and we've noticed that the cruise line's gone up with about $50.
Yeah, they
since
keep
we
raising
started.
that. Yeah.
But ours is still the same. If you wanted to be a part of it, we have private parties, we have get-togethers, we have gathering, we have theme nights. We might go short set Sunday again. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff going on. And if you want to be a part of it, so far this is growing to be one of the biggest ones we've done so far. We want you to be a part of it. You guys, the reason we do it is for you, because believe me, we don't make money from it. The station might make money, but us individually, nope, don't do it. We do it.
We lose money.
Yeah, we do actually. But we do it for you guys. So as long as you want to do it, if you thought about it, you got Valentine's Day coming up in about 11 days?
Yeah.
11 days. And if you're looking for something really special to give someone, surprise them with a gift of the cruise so you can go with us, because who knows when it may be the last time. Now, I know we've been saying it's the last time for probably about 15 years.
But it was for a minute.
Oh, it was.
Like it stopped for a
y'all
while.
have no idea behind the scenes. Even now, I got accused of forgery?
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Johnny was funneling money to himself.
Yeah.
Because that's how the rich stay rich.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm like, that ain't my signature.
That's crazy.
But anyway, we want you to go to xl1067.com. And the way I got it set up now is it's $150 a person. You put that down and you can pay it off by the middle of the summer, and you'll be setting sail with us. Before you know it, we will be there, because already we're in February. Already. All right. It is 9/18. We do this thing every now and then for different charities that we call it Producer of the Day. That's where you can come in and hang out with the show. And Monty's been hanging out with you. Now, you say you're an introvert, but you talk a lot. How's that possible?
I think
you're very inquisitive. Because when you came in this morning, she says, I'm an introvert. I'm like, that's cool. I'm an introvert too, most of the time, except when I'm on the air, then I'm an extrovert. But when I go back home, I'm an introvert. So I expect you to be kind of quiet. But no, you're very inquisitive.
yeah, I think I have that investigative mentality. But otherwise, I mean, I just think I'm a homebody.
Uh-huh.
But I do like learning about new things. So I like learning about the radio station.
What's the first big difference you've seen since you've been here? Because you listened before. Now, do we look like we sound? Have you ever seen us before on gone on social media and seen what we look like? Because a lot of time people are shocked that the voices don't match.
So I thought you were taller.
I always hear that.
Bro, dead.
Damn. I ain't short. Yeah, like I'm short. I'm average.
How does a voice sound short?
I get that from people all the time.
Yeah.
They say you sound taller. I'm like, how in the hell I can sound taller? I am short. I'm 5'6". I get it. But how in the hell I can sound taller?
That is funny. Well, enjoy. We got a couple more minutes left before we finish this up. Now, over the weekend, we had a couple of big things going on. They had a very big golf tournament that was on television yesterday in Lake Nona. And then they had the Pro Bowl game that was going on yesterday. And I noticed there was different celebrities that had private parties for their families and friends. And now this is what I heard. Now, this is not from the street. This is what I've heard. So you Pro Bowlers that are listening and you have your families with you, this is what I heard. And I hope I don't cause any problem. We ain't got a football team here, so I don't care. I heard that you guys don't like coming to Orlando because you got to bring your families.
Oh, yeah.
When it was in Hawaii,
it
was totally different.
I could see that.
Hawaii is like, look, it's just too much to bring everybody to fly.
Right, when there's nothing for the kids to do.
Yes.
Here, the skills competition is at Disney.
Yes.
So sorry for the inconvenience.
If you got kids and you're going to a skills competition at Disney and you don't bring them.
Well, it's because they can't mess around.
Yeah.
It's because the families.
Listen. Okay. It's kind of like people not inviting a +1 to a Christmas party. Okay. These are guys that a lot of these players, they don't know they're meeting for the first time. You might want to, bond with the rest of the players. You can't do that when,
the players. That's what it is. Because they never see each other ever throughout the season.
The NFL is different from the NBA. Now, when the NBA was in town, woo, they came out. I mean,
yeah, they had hookers left and right.
The women came out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they flew in. They saved all year because they wanted to meet some players. I don't know if it's like that.
Well, NFL players don't see each other as much because they only play once a year. Like the NBA is like 82 games.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I had heard. That's why they don't like it here because because I know somebody who had a party and they had like maybe 45 to 50 family members that came to town because look. you're in the NBA or you're in the NFL for only a short period of time. And if you made it to the Pro Bowl, that means you wanted the best and you want your family to celebrate with you. And of course, you picking up that tab.
I feel like a lot of players don't want to play the Pro Bowl anymore.
Well,
because it's not a game.
They've reduced it down to like skills competitions because people don't want to get hurt.
No.
Back in the day, players didn't make as much as they make now.
Yeah.
Like, so being in the Pro Bowl was a big deal. But now,
if they want people to play, the winning team gets $10 million. Then they'll play.
And that's still, as a $30 million a year quarterback, wouldn't make me play. Why? I'm going to get lit up for $10 million. I make 30 a year.
If you saw it before they changed it, linemen were not blocking. They just come up and just stand up against each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, why am I going to go full speed?
Except for Sean Taylor.
He wanted that MVP.
Well, he wanted to lay everybody out. He literally almost crippled a punter.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, hey,
it's like one of the biggest hits in the NFL. Like if you Google it, it'll show up. There was a punter. It was one of the last times that they really did play a game. The punter tried to run on a fake play. He came around the corner and like almost took his head off.
And the punter's like, come on, man. What are you doing? I'm knocking you out. So I want to find out what celebrities have you seen? Who have you encountered? I got a $50 gift card to Great Greek Mediterranean Grill, now open in Celebration. Available for dine-in, pickup, catering, delivery. Enjoy authentic ingredients with bold flavors and recipes passed down for generations. You can enter now to win on Instagram at XL1067. We got a $50 gift card, and we will throw in, because it's Merch Monday, we'll throw in one of those brand new Johnny's hoodies, official Johnny's House hoodies. We would throw those in. All you got to do is tell us what celebrities, what sports star that you saw in town, where were they, and what were they doing. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067, live stream and social media. And if you're a football player in town and you want to say that is not true, why we don't want to be in Orlando because we can't bring our families, we like it here. You can call up to 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. $50 gift card, official Johnny's House hoodie. All you got to do is tell the celebrity or sports star you ran into over the weekend. Let us know on Johnny's House. 50 Cent on Johnny's House. It is 9:33. Trying to find the celebrities in town. Brian, I got a question for you. Two things. Do you think, like when the NBA had the All-Star game here,
Yes.
everybody in the world or any superstar had rented out some nightclub that is around town. They're on air talking about invited guests, this, that, and the other. And even Diddy had a party here. He rented upstairs on Church Street. I think upstairs in Cheyenne Saloon.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to get into that party, but I ain't get in. And he didn't get there till 1:30. You know. You think two things. You think that it's just different from players and NBA players, or that Diddy changed the climate of celebrity parties at sporting events because everybody's like,
Well, I think the people are different. NBA is younger.
Yeah. Okay.
And way more urban hip hop.
Okay.
Than the NFL.
Okay.
The NFL is more of a kind of a Midwestern and mix. Now there are obviously some hip hop stuff, but like if you were looking at it as a whole, so the NBA is way more like hip hop than.
Because then you go to like a Kevin Durant's party at a airport hangar.
The airport, at the executive airport in one of the hangars. They had private jets that were like blocking the way in. They had a big stage with musicians.
Oh yeah, when they came,
Red Bull hooked it up. I got to go because of Red Bull.
When they came to town, you knew they were in town because every commercial that we ran was make sure you come out to club so and so. Ray is hosting the party. Ray celebrity friends, invited guests, blah blah blah. It was all over the place, but it wasn't like it's kind of low key.
Yeah, and I think is much more, like I said, younger.
Yeah.
So like their players are younger. So they want to go out and party, where the NFL guys are a little older, a little more beat up. They probably just want to chill a little bit more. And I think the climate's changed, not just because of Diddy, but just in general.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just weird. Maybe I haven't heard. I didn't know of anything, any parties going down. And if there's celebrities in this town, y'all are definitely keep it a secret. Malin from Castleberry, good morning.
Good morning.
You see some celebrities walking around here?
I would say it's in South Florida. When I used to live down south, maybe like 10 years ago, I did see Udonis Haslem.
What?
That's the
Let me
only
get this
one
right.
I've seen. I'm
Let me-
sorry.
Let me get this right. We got probably 200-300 celebrities in town, sports stars that have been walking around Central Florida for the last couple of days. They had the big women's tournament over in Lake Nona, and I saw the celebrities that were on that list. And the best that we can do in this town is you saw a a Heat player
10 years ago.
10 years ago walking around Miami.
Yep. That is. Wow.
Well,
But it was Haslam.
I appreciate you participating.
Yeah, no problem. I am a first-time caller, too.
Hey.
All right, listen, you hold on, because if we can't get a bigger celebrity walking around Central Florida than somebody you saw in Miami 10 years ago, then we gonna hook you up. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, we've been here for a while. So we've seen the Pro Bowl, we've seen the All-Star game, and it's just been totally different.
Mhm.
These guys just came in, played some touch football, and flag football, and they left.
Yeah.
And that was it. Well, they leave it now. But that was it.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody
I know.
throwing big parties.
It's weird.
Well, downtown has changed too. We've got different rules.
Well, they probably told them don't go downtown.
Yeah.
They probably told them that.
Yeah.
They probably said, hey, stick around in this property down here. We got security here and let everything happen here. You go downtown Orlando, they got some problems.
Things are changing.
Things are changing. And I guess
nothing's open. Like, where you going to go? There's
That is
very few
true.
places. Like, there's not very many places to go anymore.
When is the shift? I
don't
mean,
know.
you ran them out. The reopens.
It's going to take
Like
a
in
while.
the middle of
Yeah.
it.
Really? You think you're in the middle
We're
of it?
still in the chase them out phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
agree
ain't
with
even
that.
in the rebuilding phase.
Wow. All right, Maitland, who saw a Heat player in Miami about 10 years ago.
Someone did text the mobile and said they bought out Universal.
Oh,
I
so
think
that's pretty cool.
After hours, the Pro Bowlers were all at Universal.
Yeah.
I can
Okay,
see
that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go raw, and it might just be bad.
Okay.
All right. It might be bad.
It's never bad.
XL, good morning. Who's this? Hello? The number's unavailable.
Hey, this is KJ.
Hey,
Hello?
Hey,
Can you hear me?
KJ. Yeah, I can hear you. What do you want to say,
Can you hear
Kate?
me?
Yes, we can hear you. What do you want to say?
So for the NBA All Stars, I saw and ran into Kevin Hart. I was working at Millennia at the time.
I was back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on a second. That's the best we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about something that was 12 years ago.
Saw Dwight Howard at Subway 15 years ago.
He lived here then.
I know.
XL, good morning. Who's this?
hi, this is Carolina.
Seen any celebrities around town?
Not this weekend, but last year I was at a fancy hotel, and
Orlando.
Yes.
And I went to the spa. I didn't know it was the annual NFL conference. Every single head coach was there and all the main players were there. And then, of course, after the spa, we stayed all day at the bar with them. And we watched them. They had their party. We were going around to all of their rooms, like not their rooms, but like where they were having the conference to see like what they were talking about. And they were really nice. We took pictures with Mike McDaniels, with Kristen and Kyle Juszczyk. It was really nice.
And y'all didn't know that was happening there?
No.
Right. Excel, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Megan.
Megan, what do you want to say?
I didn't see him, but my husband did. He sent me a picture on Wednesday. He saw, I don't know who this person is, Johnny Damon.
Hey, all right. Johnny Damon lives here.
Oh, Johnny Damon, yeah.
He lives here. Never again will I ask that question on the air. All right, Maylin, who saw a Heat player in Miami 10 years ago. What do you got over there,
I was going to say, Maylin, your phone, your first time caller number is 5036. By the way.
$50 gift card to Great Greek Mediterranean Grill, now open in celebration.
Someone on the mobile just said they saw Phil Jackson, NBA legend coach, back in 2009 when the Magic were in the finals. He was over at the Grand Boheme having happy hour.
I believe that.
Back in 2009.
I do believe that. 2009. I do believe that. Y'all are protecting these celebrities. 940. Let's get out of here, y'all. $9:43, time for us to get out of here. Before we do, got to thank Marty for hanging out with us as producer of the day.
Yeah,
and you got any shout outs? Anybody you want to say hello to on the radio?
I want to say hi to my husband, Robbie.
Hey, Robbie.
Hey.
Hi.
What's
and
up, Robbie?
My baby boy, Kai.
And how old is your baby boy?
He's 16 months.
16
So
months.
cute.
He's probably listening.
Yeah. He's just saying, to everybody.
Is that mom? That is mom. Wow. All right, before you go, any parting words, anything you want people to know about us behind the scenes that they probably wouldn't know?
I think it's interesting. It kind of has like an ADHD mindset where it's high energy.
Yeah.
We talk and then we go down during break. And then high energy again, and it's like getting distracted every like 3 minutes.
It's true. That is accurate. Actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I'm inside the mind of an ADHD person.
Well said.
It's all of us.
Wow. Maybe that's the common denominator we all have, but you're right. It's high
impressive.
energy, and then we chill. And then we're all high energy, and then we chill. Wow. Great observation.
Yes, I'm impressed with it.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right. Let's see. Today I got to do something that I'm not looking forward to. It's the first time in a couple weeks. I'm out of eggs.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to have to go get some. I'm not ready for this.
Good luck with that.
I know how much it cost last time that I bought the eggs, and I'm not looking for it. I guess the kid eats a lot of eggs.
That's good.
Because when I looked up there was only 4 left.
Oh.
You know, so I'm going to have to tell them, look, how many eggs you've been eating?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to cut this down a little bit. Do you see the price of eggs? You've been eating 3 eggs, you get 2.
Yeah.
Or cut it in half, 1.5, and use that rest of that yolk for the tomorrow.
Get them egg substitutes. That's what you need to get.
There you go.
Egg substitute. Yeah, but I gotta go buy eggs
You
today.
gotta put milk in it to make it more thicker, you know?
It doesn't. I've tried that. It's not the same. It's kind of watery. I get it.
I mean, I add milk to it when I do eat eggs to
Yeah.
make it more fluffy, but
Yeah.
it doesn't lessen the amount of eggs you get to use.
Yeah,
though. You
so-
still have to put the full
2
amount of eggs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be doing that today. And,
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
I know I'm gonna be like, I know how much I paid for them 3 weeks ago.
Are you going to finance them or are you going to pay them up front?
I'm gonna put it on my credit card.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay
So
it.
you're gonna pay interest
I'll
on it,
pay
maybe
off
even
on it.
worse.
Yeah, pay off on it. No, but I pay it off at the end of the month.
Just don't buy
You know.
Canadian eggs and cost
Yeah.
you double.
I see. Miss Ray.
I'm gonna try to go to the gym, even though my shins are killing me. But I need to
20-mile hike. That's crazy.
I let you get a day off from the gym if you walk 20 miles.
Well, yesterday was my day off.
No, Sunday's a day off anyway.
But I need
don't
to keep
listen
my
to
body
me.
moving. I need to keep it going,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
flow.
Stretch, right? It's been a whole
20-mile
day stretching. That's a
hike.
workout in itself.
It was fun. It was great. So I'm gonna do that.
Where y'all leave Johnny? He said he was gonna take a break. He never came out of the woods.
I'm just saying, there's got to be something amazing at the end of the 20 miles.
A victory.
The bragging rights.
There you go.
The certificate.
No,
I said something amazing.
Did they give you a beer at the end?
No,
I
but we
wouldn't want
did
a
get some beer.
I wouldn't want anything. I just said, y'all leave me
I
alone.
mean, like a treasure chest full of gold. Y'all talking about stuff I can buy on my own.
Nerese.
Oh, it's the beginning of the month. Got to be an adult, pay some bills.
Yeah, no joke.
Catch
Yeah.
up with some emails and get ready for the week.
Yeah.
And just stay on top of it because last night I got 7 hours of sleep and I'm like, if I could do this every day,
right?
Not in this industry. If you can, write a book.
I'm trying.
You write a book.
Yeah.
Brian Grind.
Nothing, just a bunch of radio shows to do, and then my son's on again tonight. It's his new regular shift, so I'm
Monday?
gonna help
I mean,
him
Tuesday?
one more time. I told him, and then he's on his own. So I'm gonna sit in with him while he does his show, gets ready for it at least for tonight. And I told him that after this, he's flying on his own. So
There you go.
he's got one more question session with me.
We're talking about tough love. There
Yeah,
it is.
so we're doing that today so he can get ready for his big show tonight. If you did not get your Johnny's House hoodie today on the show, it's Merch Monday. Just go to our Instagram at XL1067. You'll see the little thing there where I didn't get the memo that it was sweatshirt day. And then I wore mine the next day,
Yeah.
and y'all didn't wear y'all's the next day. Whatever.
Pretty cool.
And you can just drop a comment and like the post, and you can win yourself a Johnny's House hoodie.
All right. We're going to hand this thing over to Ryan Seacrest. Y'all have a beautiful day. You know what's up. We'll see you tomorrow.
What up, live stream, folks? Jaden's on at midnight. He's overnights, Monday night into Tuesday morning. I listen to him on my way into work. All right, y'all got work to do. He's on overnight all night, so he's up until 5 a.m. when we get started. But hey, Sal G.